first phase that we have here is the menstruation phase. This is when the uterus, actually the lining of the uterus actually shed, and blood actually flew out, and a period flew out of your vagina in the form of blood. This period actually contained blood, it contained mucus and some cells from the lining of the uterus. So this period actually flew out. Hello everyone, you're welcome to my channel. This is Stephanie. Alright, in today's video we're going to be talking about the menstrual cycle and the 4 phases that make up the menstrual cycle. Actually, like I said, we're going to talk about the menstrual cycle, what actually the menstrual cycle is all about, and the 4 phases. In these phases there is what occurs in each of these phases that make up this menstrual cycle. All right, so let's go ahead. All right, before we go to that, if you're new in this channel, I am Stephanie. You're welcome. If you find this video interesting, please do well to like, subscribe, and also share this video to your friends and loved ones, and also family members, to all the ladies out there, so that they can actually know what actually the body go through every month. And also, please don't forget to ring the notification bell for more of this educative video that we are going to be uploading. Okay, so let's go ahead. What is the menstrual cycle? The menstrual cycle actually is a natural but complex series of changes that occur each month in the body of a female, or in the reproductive system of every lady or of a female. There is those especially that have reached puberty, and this menstrual cycle will actually stop at menopause. This menstrual cycle, like we said, the normal range for this menstrual cycle actually is 28 days. That's the normal range, but some people actually have a short menstrual cycle while others have a longer one. Those who have a short one, it can say like 21, 24. So actually we have 21 right up to 35 days. So some people have a long menstrual cycle like 35 days, while others have a short menstrual cycle like 21 days. But the normal range that we have for every day or for every lady is 28 days. This menstrual cycle, like we said, the menstrual cycle, it is actually a series of changes that occurs in the body of a female, and these changes has 4 phases. It has 4 phases, and the first phase that we have here is we have menstruation. The second phase that we have here is the follicular phase. The third phase here is the ovulation phase, and the last phase here is the luteal phase. All right, so now we're going to explain these phases in details. We're going to talk more about the phases. The first phase that we have here is the menstruation phase. This is when the uterus, actually the lining of the uterus actually shed, and blood actually flew out, and a period flew out of your vagina in the form of blood. This period actually contained blood, it contained mucus and some cells from the lining of the uterus. So this period actually flew out each month, and average length for this is 3 to 7 days. So anything exceeding 7 days actually can be known as abnormalities. So it lasts from 3 to 7 days. So that is the range. Some people see theirs for 3 days, some people 4, some people 5, some people 7. All right, so in this phase, in this menstruation phase, actually estrogen level is very high. So it is the lining of the uterus that actually shed and comes out in the form of blood, in which we call it period or menses or menstrual flow. All right, takes place on day 1 to day 5 of the menstrual cycle. All right, so we're going to move now to the second phase, which is the follicular phase. The follicular phase here, it takes place on the day 6 to the day 10th of the menstrual cycle. Yeah, actually what happened is that the hypothalamus actually called pituitary gland of the brain to secrete follicle stimulating hormones, which actually causes the follicles to begin to grow, and the dominant follicle actually mature on the surface of the ovaries. All right, so in this phase, actually the level of estrogen and progesterone increases. There is the level of estrogen and progesterone increases, which causes the lining of the uterus to start thickening again. All right, the third phase that we have here is the ovulation phase. The ovulation phase, this ovulation is actually when the mature egg actually is released from the ovary. This mature egg is released from the ovary. This actually occurs in day 14, but we can start like from day 11 right up to day 18. So this actually occurs in day 14. That is the main average, that it actually occurs in day 14. That is when ovulation takes place. So yeah, the mature egg is being released from the ovary, and the fibril actually sweep this egg into the fallopian tube, and it starts its journey there, where the cilia that are found in the fallopian tube start pushing this egg downward to go into the uterus. First of all, it's swept by the fibril, which takes it into the fallopian tube, where at the fallopian tube, one of the sections there known as the ampulla, that is where fertilization actually occurs. So if there is no fertilization, this egg actually stays for 12 to 24 hours in the reproductive system. It stays for 12 to 24 hours, and if there's no sperm to fertilize it at the fallopian tube, because fertilization actually occurs at the fallopian tube, sperm to fertilize this egg at the fallopian tube, the cilia continue to push this egg downward, where it takes it right down to the uterus. Alright, the last phase that we have here is the luteal phase. During the luteal phase, actually, the egg which is being released, or after ovulation, the egg definitely travel from the fallopian tube right down to the uterus, where in the uterus, the lining of the uterus continue to thicken, and if no pregnancy occur, progesterone level, which is the sex hormone, actually decreases, and this thickening of the lining of the uterus is also being shed again during the next phase, which is the menstruation phase. So it shed back and flow out in the form of period or menses. So that is how the cycle continues. That is what the menstrual cycle is all about. That is, it occurs, the first phase, you have the menstruation, where you have shedding of the lining of the uterus. There is blood flow that occurs each month for a lady. The second, we have the follicular phase, where the egg matures, and the ovulation phase is where the egg is being released. And then the last phase is the luteal phase, where the egg is being carried right down to the uterus, and if pregnancy occurs, then the lining of the uterus that was thickened to prepare to nourish this fetus will definitely continue and provide oxygen and nutrients to this fetus. But if no pregnancy occurs, the lining of the uterus actually shed, and the egg is being absorbed, the lining of the uterus shed and flows out again in the form of menstrual flow or period. So that is all what we have for today's video. If you enjoyed this video, please don't forget to like, and see you in my next video. Thank you. Bye.